Back in the building once again. Y'all know we ain't going nowhere. Welcome to another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish Foolish, representing reality music entertainment. This is where you come and get your real soul food, man. Because we all fill you up all the time and touch your soul. Once again, I got your boy in the building, Eddie B, checking in on the Foolish Show podcast. Eddie B, how you feeling tonight, brother?
Feeling blessed. Fantastic. Thank God we got power back on. We can't take that for granted. We have to thank God that we have power because a lot of people don't have power right now. So let's not take that for granted.
Eddie B, I appreciate you saying that, bro, because we always got to or going through something. I mean, we all ain't blessed in every situation. So shout out to everybody in other parts of Florida up there. Little tropical storm coming through. So we pray everybody stay safe, Eddie B. I know you were saying you just got power back today, right?
Yeah, so
that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. But tonight, we back on the air, Eddie B. So you know what that means. We're going to give them some more soul food, but we're going to have a good time. We're just going to talk about real life stuff. That's what it's all about. Give it to you straight, man. Ain't no reason to sugarcoat nothing. We only got one life. Ain't no do-overs. Ain't no hold on, wait. Let me press repeat. One life. So we can't take it for granted. But speaking of life, Eddie B, and everybody that's going to be tuning in, tonight's topic, we're talking about the game of life. What do I mean when I say the game of life? We all play the game, whether you know it or not. Game starts when we get here, Eddie B. When you're born, when you come out your mother stomach or her womb, the game starts. So we're going to get into that in a minute. But let's remind them, Eddie B. 2024, that's the year, right? We're in 2024, right, Eddie B?
2024.
So what about shame? Anybody getting ashamed? You feeling ashamed yet, Eddie B?
Nope. I'm gonna be honest.
And this is what we got to understand, y'all. We can't continue to run around and do certain things and have no shame. Because it's going to always come to a point where you're going to have to reap what you sow, which means what goes around comes around. And if you give off bad energy, you're going to get bad energy in return. So we got to understand that life is real, Eddie B. Can't be around here playing. Can't think that tomorrow just going to come. Tomorrow ain't promised to me, you, or nobody else. You name me something God owe you. What do God owe you, Eddie B?
Nothing.
Name it.
Nothing.
We owe you some money.
Nothing. We don't owe
some food.
We don't owe
some food. Some clothes.
Nothing. Nothing.
A house. A car.
Nothing.
A mansion. Jet skis.
Nothing.
A scooter. Do you get my point? God don't owe us nothing, man. Stop thinking that you have to get this and have to get that. What you have to do is get your mind and your life right. That's what we have to do. Certain things is a must. Material things should be the last of your words. But Eddie B, we might as well just go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about the game of life. And I'm gonna break it down, and we're gonna go through several steps. We're gonna talk about the beginning of life. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff. I'm gonna touch on a little political stuff, even though I don't even get into all that junk. But we're gonna get into everything because we talk about the game of life. So I want y'all to tune in right now. Spread the word, share this podcast. The game of life is what we're talking about tonight on the Foolish Show podcast. So let's get it popping. Baby, when we get here, born, right? You're born on this world. You either come out your mama womb,
right,
or stomach if you have a C-section.
right.
Either way, God allow you to come in this world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Soon as you get here, what they got to do? Got to give you a name,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to get a social security number.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you come out, as soon as you get here, you already done turned into a number.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you're going to be identified in your human form for the rest of your life. Listen to me now. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to break down this life and how we all playing the game. And we all born into this game of life. Not even knowing it. So you get here, you're already a number because they give you a social security number, AB.
Mm-hmm.
That number follows you for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. Then you get older. Girls become women and boys become men. But as you get older, and you realize in a lot of games that you play A to B, even if they play video games, you don't realize each level that you go, do it get easier or do it get harder?
Harder.
So the older you get, the harder it get for you. Because when you're younger, a lot of people might feel sorry for you and man, you know what, I'll give you a cheeseburger. We're going to make sure you get. People are caring less and less. They don't care if you got it or you don't. Look at the game of life. But don't forget, we are all born to die. You're not born to stay. So how do you win this game? How do you win this game, Eddie B?
Mm.
How do you avoid losing the game of life?
How do I avoid losing in my life?
See, listen now, stay with me. Stay with me, Eddie B. Stay with me. Stay with me. This is what I'm about to take you.
I would say
Carbonado checking in. But listen. So this is where we going. So we already identified that you're born, right? You're born. That's the first step. As soon as you're born, they slap a number on you. You become a number. Your social security number identifies you. Then somebody named you. So that's where the game begins, when they give you a number. See, at the end of the day, you got to think about it. We all are brothers and sisters, and God told us what? Love each other and love Him. But in the human world, you coming out and you're a number. you're a number. Look how humans already think. So once you become a number, you get older. And what we just said, Eddie B, if you're playing a game, and I'm talking about we playing a game of life, but any game you play, I don't care if it's a PS5, PS4, whatever. Any game you play, each level that you keep going up to, does the game get easier or harder, Eddie B?
harder.
So that's why you see life gets harder the older you get, if you realize. Because a bad experience being young. But if God bless you in certain situations, you grew up all right, or you at least had a roof, you ate, went to school, and you made it back. But once you keep getting older, life gets harder. And in the game of life, if you think about it, that's how it is while you're living. Life gets harder. It don't get easier. Because now, when you get 18, 19, you're going to start hearing people mouth. You're like, I'm hungry. I'm like, aren't you hungry? When you get 21, see, when you're 12, when you're 9, you say, I'm hungry. And somebody might say, you know what, we're going to get this boy a sandwich. Eddie B, if you ride that 35 and say, man, I'm hungry, there's a lot of people going to walk right by you. You hear me? That's the difference. In life, you get older and life gets harder. And the game of life is what we're talking about. That's the topic for tonight. The game of life. Life get on easy. So if they already give you a number, the human beings see you as a number. Whatever your social security number, why you think they always make you put that in somewhere? And that's how you identify by numbers. But I thought we was all human beings. Are we humans or are we numbers? See, y'all stay with me now. This is why I told you we're talking about the game of life. Stay with me. So now, we can go into any place you want to go in and be. Then you mess around and get sick. God forbid you got to have emergency surgery. Well, what if you just a bum on the corner, Eddie B? Is they going to throw you on that table and give you they all to try to save your life? If you ain't got no type of insurance. Is they going to go all the way in, Eddie B? Talk to me.
No, they won't.
And see, we got to realize when you look at every common factor, it always goes back to the root of all that evil. And what is the root of all evil, Eddie B?
Money.
Money, we bring the evil out in everything. If you think I'm lying, let's go through it, Eddie B. Most of the time when people get married, what a lot of times come between marriages? They argue about what? Money. Relationships, money. You fall out with your homeboy because your homeboy ain't pay you back $100. Money. You want to kill him, man. He owe me some what? Money. Look at all the evil stuff. Look at all the evil stuff I can point you to with money. Listen to me. Everything I can point you evil, it got money associated with it. So this is why we done lost track of human form and the love for each other because we base everything on numbers. You come out, they put a number on you. They make you a number, your social security number. Money is numbers. Everything comes back to money. But nobody else in the game of life, human beings look at money. And this is why the Bible told you that the love of that money is the root of all evil. That's where it all starts. Remember it said it's the root of all evil. Where's the root, Eddie B? If you get a tree, where you gonna find the root at, Eddie B? You gotta go way down there to get to the root. Money is the root. Carbonado saying it too, money. Everybody understand. They set it up where you chase this money, and if you don't have it, it makes you feel like you ain't living. They will sit and watch you die because you ain't got enough money. You ain't got health care because you can't afford it. Make it make sense, Eddie B. But this is the land of the free. How free are we, Eddie B? I can't go. I bet you won't walk out there. I bet you won't run down the street naked, Eddie B. Let me see how free the land is. Run down the street naked. I dare you. And see if they'll lock you up in decent exposure. Go ahead. Go run down the street naked. And show me how free it is. Y'all think about it. To a certain extent. How free is that? You still can't do it, dude. Listen, they try to regulate everything. I can't get in the boat and throw a fishing rod out there without the fishing police coming messing with me and talking about license and all. They want to control every single thing. Human beings, see, the thing about God, God made us the top of the food chain. So we smarter than every living species. Remember that. Sometimes we're too smart for our own good. And that's why a lot of us end up going to hell, because we think we're smarter than God. Why you think these humans try to play God, Eddie B? Why you think they still trying to clone people? Why you still trying to have, do sex changes? Why you think they still trying to make a way where men can have babies and all that? You see how people think they just they think they smarter than God. They want to do God's work. That's how smart God done made us. Y'all stay with me and listen. You can connect the dots to everything I'm saying. You're born here, you're a number. They put a number on you. You're supposed to be a living creature. They tag you with a number. It's no different when you go to jail. When you go to jail, what do they have on the back of that lawsuit and on that sweatsuit? Eddie B? Don't they have numbers back there?
The thief number.
You see where these numbers keep coming up? In the game of life, the world looks at you as a number. But we all supposed to be humans, right?
Right.
Living creatures. Things put numbers on everything. Then they allow that root of all evil, the money, the ultimate number, to destroy everything. So let's go back to the life, game of life. So you get older, gotta pay bills. Gotta be able to afford rent or mortgage, whatever you're living at. Then you don't want to sit in the dark, right? So you gotta pay for electricity. If you want you to cut you a light on, for it to be light, you gotta have this piece of paper. Now a lot of places come with a fridge, right? You have a stove, freezer, refrigerator. But do it come with food? Or do you gotta put food in there? You gotta put food in there, right? And ain't food gonna go in there if you don't have no what, Eddie B?
Ain't no food gonna be in the refrigerator unless you go.
Ain't no food gonna be in the refrigerator if you don't have no what, Eddie B?
Money.
It always goes back to the almighty dollar.
Gotta have money.
So even if you make it where you do have a roof over your head, now I can't sit there and just let my stomach just all night. You got to find a way to eat. Just think about how to go.
You can't have, if you don't have money, you can always get pocket food stamps.
Thank God for whatever people can get. Because if you ask me, bro, if it was up to me, nobody would pay for water. All the necessities that you need for life, why is we paying for it? They said the earth is covered with how much percentage of water? Why the hell do we have to pay for it? Because y'all ran these pipes? You telling me something that falls out of the sky and all around me, I gotta pay money for it? Who came up with this? Eddie, I'm real, man. Who associated this together? Who? I can go walk in water right now in a lake somewhere. But you're going to charge me money if I want to wash my behind in it, wash my dishes in it. Y'all make this make sense to me. They make everything about money. Listen, it's so scary, Eddie B. Do you realize, Eddie B, everybody's out there listening, do y'all realize if they could, they would take every air and suck it up and put it in bottles and containers and have it on the corner and selling it. If you don't afford it, you just gonna suffocate without no oxygen and die. That's how people look at you. If they could take air and take all the air out and put it in containers and put a price on it, they're free. Just think think of that though. What kind of world is that? That y'all gonna base everything on a piece of paper and numbers? When I thought this was the land of the free, you was my brother, I'm your sister. We supposed to love each other, praise God, and all this. But instead, y'all gonna let me starve. I can't have no water. Even if you thirsty, where you gonna go get water at? You can't just walk in the store and grab no water and start drinking it. Just think about it. Do y'all realize what kind of world we living in is what I'm trying to tell you. And it's sad. I know we making a joke of it, but if you think about it, it's sad. Y'all don't even care about each other. We don't care about each other enough that you don't care if nobody's eating, living, breathing, nothing. Everybody's mentality is, long as I'm straight, long as I'm good, long as my kids good, I'm good. But we watch everybody else starve. We watch everybody else suffer. And it don't bother you. See, this is why we still not where we're supposed to be as society in the world. We don't care no more. And they ain't got no what, Eddie? You got no shame. If you have some shame, it'll bother you. It's a lot of stuff, Eddie. Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
Okay, it's a good thing you said that. Let's use the homeless for an example. Okay, we see them every day, every morning,
Right.
And we pass by them, and they hold it up a sign that says, "I'm hungry, I need food, I need drink," and we hesitate and hesitate and hesitate and hesitate doing the same thing, and we know what they're going to do with it, but we tell them, you got to do the right, you got to do the right thing. But how would we know that they are doing the right thing?
So you saying the homeless people, how do you know you doing the right, they doing the right thing by you doing the right thing?
Like, okay, if they don't have no food,
Right.
and we see them on the street, like they're holding up a sign, like saying, "I'm homeless. I need food. I need the shelter." But then we ride past them, driving the car past them, and we throw our food away. Okay, like okay, they could use that after we don't bite off of it. But I guess the people in their right mind don't know how to do that because they always like judging him on the outside.
Right. Look, do I go back to that old gospel song? Remember that old gospel song? I'm just a nobody.
Yeah.
Trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save everybody.
Anybody.
Listen, do you understand the concept of that song? They telling you he was just an old, struggling old man. He ain't have nothing flashy about him. And he was just walking around telling everybody about God and what they were doing, brushing them off, laughing at him. Oh man, I don't want to hear that. Keep moving. A lot of people, you can hit the face with the truth, they still won't catch it. Some people so blind when it comes down to God, that God can be standing right in their face when they realize it. But they so caught up in the world. They done forgot who's in charge. You forgot that you born to die. They done forgot a lot of stuff. So never forget who runs this. So the Bible says we are dust. Life says you are numbers. So what are we? What were you today? We walk around like we somebody special, Eddie, but what are we? The Bible says we dust. Life says you numbers. So what are you at the end of the day? Everybody think they somebody. Well, what are we? Dust the numbers. If you add it all up, the world look at you as numbers. Bible says you're dust. So you walk around here like you all that, like you better than somebody, that you got something. You gonna turn to dust just like everybody else. See, people don't get the concept of things. And then they don't look at blessings when God gives them something. Soon as they hit for some big money or something good, God bless you. Okay, He bless you. What happens when times get, then you lose your faith? Then you go back to doubting. He'll be thank you, Lord, when He gave you $500, say negative 50. You're like, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It ain't no God. I've been struggling too long. You're quick to doubt Him when things don't go your way.
Yeah.
Think about it. Soon things don't go people's way. I ain't no God. I don't believe in no God. It's just talk. Ain't no heaven here. I'm just here. I'm just living.
Yeah. Yeah. So like he was saying that this is a game of life. We have to choose life or death. Because if we choose life, if we choose life, we can live life to the fullest. But if we choose death, we'll be able to experience death. We'll be able to experience death with God eternally. But if we choose the spirit, if we choose spiritual death, like the cookout, you're born forever. And like you said, that um, we look at life as like we're playing a PlayStation, playing the Xbox, playing the video games on our tablet or phone. But but there is spiritual life. The natural the natural life is something that and we have to thank God for the life that He gives us, the life that He breathes into us. Like a lot of people couldn't wake up to see this day or to see another day before.
Y'all know
We
how this
already
internet
here
be
for a
going,
reason.
man. Let me get Eddie B back on, and we gonna keep cooking. Eddie B, you can hear me?
Yeah, kid.
Can you
Yo,
hear me?
yeah,
Like you don't got froze, Eddie B.
yo,
Eddie B done got froze.
yo.
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now, bro.
You had removed me.
Now you done went out.
Yo, yo.
But let's get back to it. We got about 20 more minutes. But the game of life,
All
y'all
right.
see how it goes. As soon as you get here, look what they do. As soon as you get here, they put a number on you. On top of that, Eddie B, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hold on, your thing is still loading.
Hold on.
Yeah,
You hear me?
you loud and clear, bro.
Okay.
So Eddie B, we still talking about the game of life. So the game of life, you either gonna win or you're gonna lose. See, a lot of people think they win when they get a whole bunch of this. You can get a whole bunch of this and still lose. Because if you get a whole bunch of this and your soul ain't right, you ain't got God in your life, you still gonna take that L. But you still gonna lose. See how the game of life go? So you think you winning. Man, I own 15 properties, I houses, 3 businesses. You got God in your life and winning. You can accumulate all the wealth you want in the world. The biggest success you can have is to be right with God, man.
Yo.
That's the ultimate success. Because it's not about where you're sleeping at right now. It's where you're going to sleep at forever. When you're in that casket, A to B,
Mm-hmm.
when they lower it to the ground, everybody throw that flower on top of your casket, what is it going to be then? Where's your house? You ain't got no doors.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? Ain't no more
Yeah,
bathrooms.
that's deep.
Ain't no more going outside. Y'all have to listen to this, man, and listen good. Because I'm trying to give it to you straight because I realized a long time ago how life is. Life a game, man. You think you're winning, but you still losing. You think because you done made it so some point in life that God done bless you with all this stuff that you think that you're doing something. But if you're living with no God, you're still losing. And you're going to pay the ultimate price when you die. We so caught up in everything that's going on. The internet just got us. We living life fast. Everything's on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. Look at me. I want attention. Hey, I'm doing something to go viral. Hey, look at me. Hey, I'm saying the most outrageous stuff I can say out of my mouth. They get on us from A to Z and they get 100,000 views on Eddie B. 100,000. Because everybody loves nonsense. Everybody loves negativity. Guess what they forgot about, Eddie B? The Bible says the power of the tongue. What about your words? Shall your words be justified or not? Do you have to justify everything that comes out of your mouth? Yes or no?
Life in the.
You see? But everybody, I'm grown. I'm grown. I say what I want. I got a split between my lips. I talk and say what I want. The Bible says every word out of your mouth shall be justified. Which means when you die, when you go to your appointment, to judgment day, everything that came out of your mouth, you're going to have to justify it to God. You know how scary that is? Imagine you saying all this crazy, evil cursing, and then you stand before God, and God make you repeat it. Can you imagine that, Eddie B?
That.
So listen, anybody out there, if you're looking for a reason not to curse, that's the scariest reason I can give you right there. That's cursing. Every word out of our mouth shall be justified, the Bible says, which means when we die, everything that you said while you were living, you're going to have to justify it to God. So would you curse in front of God? Would you say all those terrible things that you saying now? If God was right there in your face. If the answer is no, then why are we cussing now? That's why I try to catch myself, man. I'm trying. Because the better ways that we can communicate ourselves. And listen to the word alone. What do they call it? A curse word, curse word. Why are we saying that if something's cussed or cursed? Why we always let it come out of our mouth? Think about it. I mean, just the name of it, the sound of it don't sound good. A cuss word. A curse word. That don't even sound good. If you really think about it. And we all do it. We all guilty of it. But I'm just saying. Even the Bible says every word out of our mouth should be justified. So the people that's doing anything and look at me, I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to care. I'm going to get these views and I'm getting attention. Well, how much is that attention worth? You can get 1 trillion people to watch your video. What does it matter if you die and go to hell? You tell me, how did you benefit? Okay, you made a little check off YouTube or Instagram. But how did you benefit in life? Now that you dead and gone, you up there with God. What you think God gonna say? Hey, how you doing? I see you got a million views while you was on earth. So I want you to come on into my kingdom. And me, God gonna say, I saw you go viral. I want you to come in now. Come in now since you went viral. That's the point I'm trying to prove to people. How much are you willing to try to do for attention and to sell your soul? They end up burning their head. See, I told you I got a line. There's certain lines I'm not crossing. I'm not gonna beg for nobody's attention. I'm not gonna do outrageous and obnoxious stuff. I'm not gonna say the most outrageous nonsense I can say, and I ain't gonna cut from A to get my point across. I'm just not gonna do it. It's better ways of doing things. Because remember, ADB, we both grown. I'm a grown man. Grown man, pay bills, everything. So technically, nobody can tell me what to do, right? But I still got better sense to know. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is why associate yourself with people that have God in their life and fear God. This is how it benefits you. Because a God-fearing person gonna live a certain way. It's somebody like, oh, yeah. Just think about this. If you meet a chick and she just wild, she like, and you like, listen, baby, Now, let me tell you about life, and you know we don't supposed to do it. I don't want to hear what you motherfucker say. Get out my face, nigga. You tell me how it's gonna work. She can look like an Instagram model. She can look like whatever you want to name it. Flawless, perfect 10. If she got that type of mindset, how the heck you think you gonna be happy when you trying to get right? You trying to live with God, and you got this person every time you look around.
That ain't going.
How that gonna work, bro?
That ain't. I don't see. I can't see.
People gotta be. We gotta be on the same level of way of thinking. Surround yourself with people with a way of thinking that want to elevate and become more than what it is. When I say that, I don't even mean status in life. I mean step. I ain't just talking about working your way up the ladder in life and be successful. You gotta work your way up to get in God's kingdom. That's our ultimate goal. Like you hear everything that come out of everybody's mouth. People, man, I gotta get this bread for my kids. What if you die in the process? We're going to work one day, you ain't coming back. Now what? Every day when you woke up in the morning, all you were thinking about is, I'm going to get this paper. I'm going to get the paper for my kids. Now you're dead. None of that means anything no more.
Some of them don't look at it like that.
Because they're not going to look at it like that, because guess what? I bet you if God allowed people to die and some people to come back and tell a story, how many people you think that'll scare straight then? If God allowed 100 people to come from hell to here, I'm going to let you come back on here. You used to be dead. I want you to walk in this room and tell everybody how it was while you was in hell. How many people you think will believe in?
Nobody.
But they still don't think they lying. But see, that's what I understand. Like, how much does it take for us to open up our mind and stop thinking inside the box? When you born, they got you programmed. They already give you numbers, so you already a social security number. Then you become another number, because if you don't have this number, if you don't have none of these numbers, it is not stacked. They don't give a you know what about you. Think about it. If you don't have a whole bunch of money, they will sit and watch you die. If you don't have a whole bunch of money, they will sit and let your kids starve. They will let you and your kids sleep in a shelter. You will sleep on that corner. You will sleep in your car. If you wait on other human beings to really care. Some people have a heart. Everybody's not like that. But we need more of that to be the majority, not the minority. That's the problem. We don't care. That's the problem I have with this world. We don't care no more. Nobody cares about nothing. They win. I'm trying to get what I can get. Okay, but then you're going to get what you get and check out. Now what? I don't care if you own 25,000 businesses. What does it matter when you're going to check out and die? Ain't none of them businesses going to help you. There's no check you can write God. He don't take no debit, no Apple Pay. Ain't going to help you. It's okay to want things and live life. But if you value it, if that's the only reason that you live, you got a problem. Because just as sure as you get it, you can lose it. Then what? Why you think a lot of people that get success and a whole bunch of money, they lose their mind once they run out of it? don't let that consume them. You can't let all this material earth stuff consume you. You got to put things in order. Think about your life. Your life and health comes before anything. Because if you don't have your life, strength, and health, you can't enjoy nothing. I don't care what kind of car you got. It's going to be sitting right there if you can't use your legs. You in the wheelchair, I don't care how big your mansion is. You can't walk around in it. Think about it. So the game of life is set up for you to lose. And some people think they winning. You think once you reach a certain point in life, I won. I'm on top. Can't nothing stop me. And then boom, you die. Billionaires and millionaires, they die. Thousandaires, they die. Now the biggest reality check done hit them, but ain't nothing they can do about it. Because you can't come back. So what we talking about is the game of life, y'all. You're born with a number. They give you that social security number that follows you till you die. Then everything is based on money, which is other numbers. When you get older, they'll watch you starve if you don't have money. You get older, you're not going to get the best medicine and health care if you don't have good insurance, which costs money. You can go get the baddest car in the world. You can't afford the electricity or the gas for it. Not going to help you. Everything evolves around money. And why you think that they tell you that money is the root of all evil, the love of money. And so many people in this world love it so much that they don't care where it comes from, how it comes, as long as it keep coming. Why you think it's scammers? Why you think it's people scamming me and you and trying to get in your account and be hacking stuff? You think they care? These people trying to come up. In the game of life, no rules when you're living till you die. Then you got to answer to the one that made everything. See, ain't that something? When the game of life, when you're living, you can just live how you want to live. Then you die. You don't control that after that, do you? Now we stuck. Once we die, what can you control? Ain't no button when you die. When you close your eyes, it ain't gonna be press left or press right. If you right, you want to go to heaven. Left, you want to go to. It ain't gonna be that. It all gonna come back on how you live. So think about the game of life. Are we winning or are we losing? Some of y'all think you're winning, but you're still losing. You have all the stuff in the world. If you ain't got God in your life, you're still losing. Because you're going to lose at the end of the day because you're going to die. You're not going to live forever. You're not going to be so-called balling forever. You're not going to make it rain. One day they're going to lower me, you, and everybody else into a hole and cover you with dirt. Ain't going to be no more balling. Ain't no more shopping sprees. Ain't no more private jets. Ain't no more first class, nothing. When the smoke is clear, it's going to be ashes to ashes and dust to dust. So think about it. Time is ticking on all of us, man. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We're trying to survive in this game of life because life is hard. Nobody ain't going to really feel sorry for you once you get a certain age. Even if you're young, some people feel sorry for you. You can't make everybody have a heart. Most people don't care. The most we can do is live life one day at a time and take the good with the bad. Some of your days ain't going to be your best days. Some of your days going to be your good days. You got to take the good and bad, ladies and gentlemen. Understand that God don't owe us nothing, and tomorrow ain't promised. It ain't promised to me, you, him, her, whoever. Get everything in order. You understand how life is. Because life got everybody blinded. And all we seeing is digits and numbers and money. You label a social security number. Then you go to your bank account. Everything is connected to numbers. So this game of life is about being more than a number. What you want to actually stand for? What do you stand for? What, do you have values and morals and principles that you live by? Or are y'all just living? What kind of life you living and what game you playing? A lot of people playing a dirty game. They out here is cutthroat. They all for themselves. They're the ones that play a dirty game. Some people play the game. They try to get up and make it and put some food on the plate and make something happen for them and their family. But everybody don't play the same game. So like I said before, a lot of people think they winning, but they losing. Because I don't care how much success you so-called get while you living. If you ain't got God in your life, and you ain't got rid of all that wickedness, you're still going to lose at the end of the day. God will come in that mansion and snatch your soul. God will come in that castle and snatch your soul. You can get a house so big that it'll be up there in the clouds. God will reach down in them clouds and snatch your behind right up out of there. There's no way we can run and hide from the power upstairs, folks. And when it comes down to life, God is in charge. That's why it's important for us to obey. That's why it's important for us to try to follow by, because ain't nobody gonna be perfect. There ain't no reason to make excuses to keep doing wrong. And that's the problem with this world. We want to make excuses and keep making excuses to do wrong. Man, I don't know what everybody else doing it. So if everybody else go get a gun and load it up, if you see 500 people get on their IG live and have guns like this and say on the count of 3, we all gonna squeeze the trigger. How many of you stupid y'all fools out there gonna really follow that and do that? So don't tell me what everybody else is doing. You're responsible for your soul, not everybody else's. They want to go to hell, that's them. What you doing with your life? See, I'm not gonna sink in the ship. I'm gonna listen. I'm trying to get to one of them like, give me a life jacket. I'm not just gonna say I'm sinking with everybody else. I'm reaching out to God. Hey, God, please throw me something. A rope, a life jacket. It's not about being perfect. It's not about judging nobody. But it's going to come at the point in time where somebody's going to tell you the truth. And you're going to have to listen to it. You don't know where it's going to come from. It can come from your grandmama, your mama. It can come from that older lady sitting on the corner. It can come from your best friend, auntie. There's some people that's going to tell you some things that you're going to need to hear. Now, either you're going to take it in or you're going to be like, who are you? Who are you to tell me something? Because look what you're doing. So that means if that's the case, then you ain't no better than me. But you said, look what I'm doing. But that means you're judging. I thought we ain't supposed to judge. First thing you say, you judging people. You judging me. Y'all see how that works? Y'all see how that works? So stop thinking nobody can tell you something. It's just like saying, I got a driver's license. My friend got a driver's license. I got a car. My friend ain't got a car. So when it comes down to anything about a car, my friend can't say nothing because they ain't got a car. They still got a license. They still got, they can talk to anything they want to speak on when it comes down to a car. Just because they own one, they don't mean they can't speak on it. Y'all get where I'm going? So sometimes you just got to sit back and listen to the message. You don't know who it's coming from. It could be a complete stranger come up to you and drop some jewels. And maybe God sent you that person, sent that person towards your way to guide you or give you a message. And you're going to just let it go right by you because you were like, well, who is that person? Who is you to tell me something? Think outside the box, folks. Open up your mind. Be willing to listen and understand. We don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. Some people know more than us. If we just grow off each other, imagine what kind of world we'll be in. Instead of wasting or beating each other down, pulling each other down, imagine we all just join together. Just imagine how cool everything would be. Imagine how many kids be out there playing, no problems. Imagine how many adults will sit down and and with no problem. Can you imagine that? I think the only place you're going to find that is up yonder in heaven. That's why I'm trying to get there. I want to go with peace and quiet. I don't want to go down. I don't want to go nowhere where it smells like burnt, what you call it? I can't even, burnt flesh and coil. I don't want to go all the people down there screaming. I want to go sit back. I want to kick back. Relax. So if y'all don't want that, I don't know what to tell you. That's why it's important to get your life in order. And when you play the game of life, you better play it right. Because you think you're winning, but you'll still end up losing when the game is over. And when the game is over, what is that? That means you don't die. So you first you get here, you're born, then you play the game, how many years, and then you die. And it's like somebody hit the power button on your life. Your life is over. Think about that. It's time for y'all to start thinking outside the box and realize life is more than the internet. Life is more than social media. Life is more than a piece of paper. Life is more than views, more than clout. Life is more than fortune and fame. I want you to really sit and ask yourself and really think, is that why God put us on this earth? You think God put us on this earth to be in front of devices all day and do this? Do you really think that's why we was made? Let's be for real here, folks. Carbonado says, pray it will get better. I really can't see your comment, Carbonado, because my live chat is acting crazy. But y'all get what I'm saying. So I just be trying to drop some jewels. I ain't nobody special. I'm not no chosen one. I ain't no pastor. I ain't no prophet. I'm just a dude with a message. And I just try to tell you how I see life and how I done live, and God done put me here for how many years. But it's time for everybody to stop thinking inside the box and start thinking outside the box. And realize, if you all think about it, it's like you're an inmate when you die, when you're living, because you get that number, your social security number. And then you already, automatically, you get put on death row. You heard what I just said, right? We all on death row because we all gonna die. Did anybody ever think about life like that? You think about the people that got life or got an electric chair or they on death row. We all on death row because we all gonna die. Do you know me and you can die before them people? Them people can still be sitting and waiting on death row, and God come get me and you tonight. So if you think about it, we all on death row. I bet you ain't nobody really thought about that, did you? So not only you got numbers, your social security number, just like you in jail, numbers on your jumpsuit. You on death, just like prison. And just like prison, guess what the only escape is, folks? Y'all want to take a wild guess? What is your only escape when you're in situations like that? God is your only escape. The people that you see get second chances, how many times they tell you how they went in there and they found God? And they say they changed their life and all that. And your only escape from death row in life is God. Where else you gonna go? You're gonna die and still have to go and sit before him and he go judge. So you can't avoid it. That's the only thing that can save any one of us. Whether you was in prison right now, only thing that can save you is God. Just like you died, you living. Only thing you can save your life right now while you're living is God. That's it. You can be like, oh, I take my vitamins, I take medicine, I go to my doctor. There's some people that worked out 3-4 times a day, took every vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they still drop dead. Because just like I told y'all, everybody is on death row. All of us. We're not going to live forever. I'm sorry to tell y'all that, in case you ain't know. So the game of life, you have to be very intelligent how you live. Because you make one false step, that could be your behind. It could be your whole life. Are you willing to accept that and live with that? Are you willing to accept that when I die, I might just burn in some belly? Are you done took that in your stomach and digest it? It bother you? I don't know what to tell you. Everything for me is, I try to always push love, peace, and harmony. That's what I'm always for. I don't like conflict. I don't like violence. I like love. I like to see people happy. It breaks my heart to see not only kids cry, I hate to see anybody cry. It bothers me if someone is hurting. I know most people, they don't care because, well, it ain't me. I don't care. Them ain't my kids. Them ain't my kid, folks. It bothers me. But we have to realize we all don't have the same heart. We all don't stand for the same things. And most important, when we die, we all ain't going to the same places. That's why it's important the way you live. The way you live is your report card. Now you die and you live messed up and you try to change and repent and change your report card and you go up there and you go before God and you got all these and else, you got something coming for you. So what we got to start doing is changing our report card. We've been living in the C, D's, and F. That's how we've been living. We better get on the honor roll before we die. That's all I'm saying. Now, You don't have to believe it. You don't have to listen. One thing for sure I can guarantee you, I bet you're going to die. And you can't tell me or nobody else whether they're right or wrong because you done died and you don't have to go and see God now. So what you going to say? You can't argue. There ain't nothing to argue about because it didn't hit you. And you can't come back and say, hey, you was right. Who can jump out the grave and say, hey, you was right? Nobody can do that. You just don't see when you die. When I was younger, that used to terrify me to even talk about death, to even think about death. But as I seen death so much in my life and I lost so many people that was close to me, so many friends ones, I realized that we are born to die and we're not going to live forever. And it started making me accept it. So whether I talk about it or not, it's not going to prevent it. So that's why I just choose to talk about it. Because if I be quiet about it, it still ain't going to stop it. But that used to terrify me, man. Especially being younger, just thinking about dying because that's the unknown. You don't know. Nobody ever went and came back and said how it was. See, when somebody took a trip and they be like, man, I'm telling you, you want to go to Alaska. Boy, you gonna see them bears. And see, somebody can come back and tell you a story. Ain't nobody died and went and tell nobody no story. That's the most scary part because it's unknown. You just can go by different things and how the scriptures of the Bible describe it. That's all we can go by. What else we got to go by? Think about it. Let me go ahead and wind this thing on down, man. But I hope y'all digested some of this soul food tonight. And it's just all about, we just trying to spread love, man, positivity. Because at the end of the day, we don't know how long this earth gonna keep spinning. You don't know how long you're gonna be living. You don't know how long your kids gonna be here. You don't know how your mama gonna be here. So we can't waste time that we share with each other. We have to share the good times. We gotta share love. We can't waste our energy on nonsense that really don't matter at the end of the day. Faith and family. The devil left faith and family. You keep that close to your heart. You keep your faith, keep your family. Don't let nothing infiltrate that structure. Don't let nothing come between that. Keep your faith and keep your family together. Now, we all know family ain't always family. Everybody family don't get along. Everybody family ain't got good people in. But when it's all said and done, it's still all you got. Because I guarantee you, if God forbid something real devastating happens, and they rush you to the emergency room, you laying on that bed. When you first wake up and open your eyes, you see the doctors and all that. If God lets you open your eyes, if you look around the bed, I guarantee you probably see a familiar face, and one of them gonna be your family. It's gonna be mama, cousin, daddy, brother, sister, auntie, son, daughter. Most of the time, it's gonna be one of your family members right there. You care what y'all go through. Blood is blood. We don't get along with every family member. I understand that, but blood is blood. And not only your family, you're supposed to love everybody. Don't just love your family and look out for your family. If you can look out for other people and love other people, do it. Love is not to be discriminated. It ain't meant for, okay, just this right here. Love is for everybody. So the more love we can share, the more we help people, the more we allow this world to start being more of a better place where it ain't about selfishness. It ain't about I watch you starve. It ain't about I got more than you. And if you ain't got this piece of paper, you don't matter. That That's not how God wants us to live. If you think about it, stupid. You mean to tell me just because a person ain't got this piece of paper that is dirty with germs on it, it came from a tree that they put dead white presidents on, that's what life is supposed to be based on? This is what y'all really want to tell me and want me to accept. You tell me that sounds right to you. If somebody told you, listen, you're going to be born, and when you're born, it's a piece of paper. And if you get a whole bunch of this piece of paper, you're going to be on top. And these pieces of paper are going to have dead presidents who used to run the United States. Just listen if somebody told you that, how your life is going to be. Something just don't sound right with that. Ain't nobody going to say, hey, what piece of paper? Why is this paper so important? Ain't nobody going to question that. That's why certain things, money shouldn't matter, especially when it comes to love. Love, come here. Ain't got nothing to do with this. Everything he brought. You can try to buy love, but that's that fake love. True love, you can't buy that. If somebody got a true woman or a true man, you can't buy them. If you got fellas, if you got a true queen by your side, I don't care if you ride in the hoopty and you make $500 a week. A millionaire pull up, she would not double take. She won't look twice at him. She would tell him where to go and how to get there. When you got somebody loyal, none of that stuff will excite them. When you got a loyal man, ladies, and them chicks can come with a double booty, quadruple booty. The biggest juice in his lip. But if you know he got his queen and you got his heart, he ain't gonna take that baby. He ain't gonna bite that out. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Carbonado says 100. But do y'all get what I'm throwing y'all? You got to surround yourself with people that got morals and values and respect. And you better make sure they got God in life. If they got God in life, they got some fear. And they got some shame. It's dangerous when you mess around with people who ain't got no shame. Because it means they don't care what they do or how they do it or who they do it to. Think about that. If you're dealing with a whole bunch of people, no shame, don't care what they do, that's a dangerous game you play. Because it's only a matter of time before they do something to hurt you. Don't think that they're doing all this snake and all this bad stuff to other people that they won't come back and hit you. That's why I don't associate myself with people like that. I don't associate myself with no kind of nonsense. If you don't stand for love and you ain't got no values, I don't really associate with you like that. To call somebody my friend and my homeboy, you got to stand for something, bro. You can't be my friend and homeboys and you got kids out and you ain't trying to do nothing for your kids. I don't see you as no homeboy, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. You get no respect from me. If you go home every night and you beat your girlfriend half to death and, man, that B ain't do what I told her to do, though. I had to whoop her behind. You don't get no cool points for that. You was a coward. Who the hell made you king and told you you could just whoop somebody and do what they supposed to do? Ain't nobody walk right here is your slave. I got no respect for dudes put their hands on women. You a coward. I got no respect for dudes that spread all these seeds. But then when birthday, Christmas, graduation, football games, basketball game, you ain't nowhere to be found. You don't even try. You only 18, 20, 25 years go by. You ain't try. Got no respect for nobody that stands for those principles. You got those values Got no respect for you. Now, if you stand up like a man and you try the best you can, then that's all somebody can ask. All you can do is give it your best. But for you to give nothing at all is unacceptable. And that's with anything in life. If you don't at least give it your all, that's unacceptable. I appreciate y'all, man. We had a dope podcast tonight. I know once this upload to YouTube, a lot of people will be tuning in and leaving their comments. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. But this is where you come and get that soul food. Because I'm going to give you food for your soul. I'm going to really hit you in your mind, body, and soul every time. Because what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to take y'all head. I'm going to take your head and move it. You know what? I'm moving it out the box. Stop thinking inside the box. Inside the box is where you're going to lay. If you don't stop thinking outside the box, it's where you're going to die. Right in that coffin, in that box. In a one-way ticket to hell if you don't stop thinking outside that box. You ain't got to believe me. You got to listen to me. You just keep on living. And keep on living crazy. Keep on living with no shame. You let me know how it work out for you. Ain't none of us perfect. We all do a lot of things that we regret. We all say a lot of stuff that we regret. I know I do. Especially when I get upset, I get in my feelings. But that don't make it right. That don't mean I got an excuse. That means I got to do better. That means I still got a lot to work on. I'm not a person. I'm still clay, molded. Trying to find my shape and form. Now, I want everybody to be comfortable in their own skin. Just because you ain't perfect, that don't matter. But that don't mean you can't strive. That don't mean you can say, you know what, I ain't perfect, so what? No, let's strive to be. Let's strive to be better. Let's strive to show the kids better. Let's strive to be better human beings and live in a better world. Why we can't strive to be that? We know we can't be perfect. When you tell your child to go out there in the race, you're going to say, baby, you're going to lose every race. They're going to beat you behind. Or you're going to tell your baby, you got to run and run fast as you can. If you win, then you win. You got to at least strive. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great night. Most likely I will be back on the air Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Same channel. Giving it to you real. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all share this, man, and always spread this. Share it on your social media. Because this is the content that we need to spread. So we spread all that activity where everybody be cussing and fussing and talking about each other. And when everybody got beat, everybody just sit there with their popcorn. They be glued to that. Because all that evil negativity, that always gives everybody attention. That's the problem with this world. Y'all stop associating with that poison. All that negative stuff. I'm not a negative person. You don't see me getting on here spreading no rumors about nobody and say, man, y'all heard about such and such and DJ this and rapper this and the actress did this, and I got way more better things to worry about. I don't know when God coming. I think that's way more important. But take, man. See y'all Wednesday night. One love, everybody.